What's up, Eagles Nation? This is Bry with Eagles Real Talk, and I am the flyest covering the Eagles in the game and across YouTube. Thank you for joining me today. It's game day. We had to wait 10 days. It felt like it took forever for me. It is fun always, to take a day off from Eagles, and watch some other games and, focus on my fantasy and things like that. But I miss the birds, you know what I mean? But we're back. Monday Night Football tonight at the Link against the Commanders. It's a divisional game. So they are, we've taken care of business against them the past 3 or 4 times, I believe. We whooped their butt 24-8 at the beginning of this season, and we're looking to do that again on prime time. Jalen Hurts and the boys, we've been playing great on prime time. When the lights are brightest, we've been shining. We did it. I think we're 3-0 on prime time already this year, and we're going to look to go 4-0. But before we get into Eagles and the rest of the league on what's happening, hit that subscribe button. What are you doing? If you haven't already, get down with ERT and fly with me, man. Fly with me. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so the Eagles are 8-0. We're going up against the Commanders. It's a division game. We can never take them lightly because it is the division, and this division can get crazy sometimes. We seen what the Cowboys did yesterday. They took an L. We're going to talk about that very soon. But it is a divisional game. Carson Wentz, unfortunately, isn't playing today because he has a thumb injury or whatever. So somehow he got out of playing, against the Eagles at home. But he still will be in the stadium if I'm not mistaken. So expect the Boo Birds to be out. I don't think we really owe Carson Wentz too much. He was a good quarterback for the time we had him. He was definitely, a big impact on the Super Bowl season. Don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, he chose to get out of here. So I think the Boo Birds are going to be after him tonight. Let's talk about the Cowboys, okay? The Cowboys took a L yesterday against the Packers, and the Packers are trash, okay? The Packers are trash. They still have Aaron Rodgers. He's a Hall of Fame quarterback. He's won, his fair share of MVPs, but to me, eye test, he's not the same quarterback anymore. Maybe it was the ayahuasca or whatever he's been taking in the summertime, but he doesn't look the same to me, and he doesn't have the same weapons, especially with Adams out. So for them to lose to them, and they were up by I think 14 points at one point, let's talk about Dak. People say, oh, Dak is back. This team is, they're primed to make a push for the playoffs and, go on a nice run. They're our biggest, obstacle as the Eagles looking ahead. And I don't see it that way. Dak is the second worst quarterback when it comes to QBR on 3rd and 4th down since 2011. Okay? Let that sink in. Okay? Let that sink in, because that's the most important down in the NFL. You can't get it done on 3rd down. What are you even doing? So he's the second worst, and he's only in front of him, okay, as the worst from 2011 and beyond is Timothy Tebow, okay? And we all know that boy can't throw a lick. So that just goes to show Dak overrated. He's overrated. Just be honest, Cowboys fans. He's overrated. Maybe you're better off with Cooper Rush. I don't know. But whatever. They're 6-3. You know what I mean? All that talking Cowboys fans have been doing in my comments. Didn't hear nothing yesterday. They've been silent for a good 24 hours now, and let me tell you, it's nice. But if y'all want to jump in the comments and talk about how you guys are not frauds, even though the evidence is clear you guys are a fraudulent franchise, go ahead. Let me know in the comments. But they're 6-3, and they're now number 3 in the division. They have the 6th seed. So they're still in the playoffs, but they're on the decline. Let's talk about the Saints. We own the Saints pick, and they are now 3-7. They have the 4th worst record in the NFL. All right. I love the Saints, man. I grew to actually love these guys. They gave us CJ, and the pick that's gonna turn into possibly a top 5. If they keep losing, they might as well lose the rest of the year. They're not trying to win games, obviously. It is what it is. They suck. So they're now 3-7, 4th worst in the league, and we also play them later on in the year. So that's an auto L for them because, we, and mainly Jalen Hurts, okay, he owns the Saints. He literally owns them. They might as well, put his name somewhere in the stadium because he owns the Saints. Okay, he's done it his rookie year. He done it last year. He's going to do it again in his third season. So that's an automatic L for them. So they might as well be 3-8. And okay, so it's looking great. Howie, I said it once, I'll say it again. Howie is doing a great job. He's doing a great job as the GM. And if you haven't already, stop hating on that man. Give him his flowers. And he is responsible for, the first Super Bowl in Eagles history. So we have to give that man respect. I just want that all to stop. Okay, let's flip the page. Let's go to the AFC. A team that I had the Eagles playing in the Super Bowl, I'm not too sure of anymore. I've seen some flaws in their game, and I'm talking about the Bills. The Bills fumbled the bag yesterday. They fumbled the game literally. Justin Jefferson destroyed them. The game was over, and he just went out there, plucked one out of the sky, possibly the best catch I've ever seen. I'm going to show it right now. It's so good. Possibly the best catch I ever seen. And then he goes down there and he gets a touchdown. They tie it up. They fumble. They get the ball back. It was a crazy game. If you missed it, catch the replay. It was a crazy game, but the Bills lose the game and drop to 6-3. They are 6-3. Okay, and if the playoffs started today, they'd be a 6 seed. So they got an uphill climb. They're not gonna get that first round bye. It looks like so. It's going to be interesting to see if they can climb back and win that division. But as of right now, I don't know. They're third in the division. They're behind the Jets, who they lost to last week, and the Dolphins. And I think the Dolphins are now the best team in the AFC. I think they're right up there with the Chiefs. They have talent on the outside. They got a good defense. I think the Dolphins are actually possibly going to win the AFC and go up against the Eagles in the Super Bowl. And what a story that would be. Tua versus Jalen Hurts. And then we got Jalen Waddle, who used to be teammates with Devontae. It would just be a fun matchup for a Super Bowl. It could be the Super Bowl matchup for the ages, and I'm looking forward to it. That's going to do it for me today. I'm going to get ready for this game tonight. I'll be back after the game with the post game. We'll talk about how we destroyed the Washington Commanders, hopefully. I'm not going to get my head too big, but come on now. It's the Commanders. We should take care of business. We're at home. We're at the link. I think my prediction was a 33-13 win over them, and I'm going to stick with that. So let me know your predictions in the comments. See me again after the Eagles win tonight on Monday Night Football. And let's keep it rolling, man. We're almost 9-0. This franchise has never done that before. So let's keep this ball rolling. Let's keep flying, and it's go Birds for life, okay? If you're not a Bird Gang lifer, you don't need to be on this channel. I'm just playing. You can listen. But definitely subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Get down with ERT. I'll catch you after the game. Fly, Eagles, fly, and you know what to do. Keep it real always. Peace.